Good morning. It's Monday, May 4th.
Check calendar.
Yes, it is. My name is Terry Morgan, and we are here to practice Wudang Taiji. I've presented several things up to this point. I'm going to review all of that this week, and then we'll start some new things next week. Coffee is very important for me. It's my morning vitamin. So. Okay, and I'm looking at my stream and I'm looking at my picture, and I think there needs to be some more light, so I'm going to fix the light just a second. Okay, well, for this morning, I think that's the best I'm going to get. Appreciate your patience with me on that. I do everything, so I'm teaching and I'm working the tech, and it's fun. It's fun. I have a good time with it. So, yeah, that helped. All right, so this morning we're going to start with our warm-up sets, and then I'll do the first little section that I've already taught, and then we'll follow along, and then we'll review some things. So, feet about shoulder width apart, arms up, palms down, make a fist, 1, 2 with the elbow, open 3, 4. Elbow 1, 2, open 3, 4. And go 1, 2, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. One more time. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, change. I'm going to up and down. My left hand is up. Right hand is down. Both hands go back. 1, 2. Change 3, 4. And 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. One more. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Behind. So, upper hand overhead. Right hand behind you. Lean over and stretch. 1, 2. Change the other side. 3, 4. And 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. Turn waist. So you know oh wait. Let's do the up and down first. Excuse me, my eye itches. Here we go. All right. Up and down. We can go up, 1, 2, down, 3, 4. Go 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. Now let's do the waist. 1, go back 1, 2, turn 3, 4. Okay, we did open both and go back before. Now we want to turn into it. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. We have a side swing that I've done down at the toes. Not going to do that today. Back's bothering me a little bit. So let's stretch the legs a little bit. Right leg front, left leg back. Just gently push into the front leg. And I'm 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 16, 13, 14, 15, 16. Change leg to the other side. And we're just doing this real gentle right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. All right. We do one little stretch here, and it's a good stretch to open up the hips, which is what I need to do right now. So we're doing this. So feet a bit wider than shoulder width. So you want your legs to be open because you're going to drop your hips in between them. Okay? And fingers on the ground. Drop your hips, bend your knees, and raise it up. Okay? So yeah, this is one of those where you actually do get to stick your butt up in the air. So anybody who's like 7, this is a great exercise. Alright? For those of us who are a little bit older, it's an excellent exercise. Okay? What you're doing with this is to right in here where the leg meets the hip, you're going to open that up. And by doing it here, you've taken all of the need to use these muscles pretty much away. So you can get a good stretch. You don't have to use them. You can relax them and open them up. Alright, so hands on the floor, bend the knees, right? And then just push up. And bend again. And push up. And one more time. Okay. One of the things that I have learned, good way to say it, had the painful experience of knowing, is that I need to warm up. And if something isn't warm, there is a greater chance that I might hurt something else, or I might get... So I'm being very diligent about that, and I think it's important that even if you're a younger person, pay attention to your warm-up sets so that as you develop your skills, you can further enhance them and not be restricted by repeated injuries or issues with not having been warmed up enough before you got started. Okay, so start out as a reminder, facing you. Just watch. Relocate the cat. Say hi, Shin. Shin, say hi to the people. We've been not. It's not been a good day. It's not been a good couple of days. Yesterday was. Today's better. It's Monday. It's Monday. We're getting started. It's a new week. Okay. All right. So first part of our Wudang Taiji that I've taught, not the first part of the form, just the first part that I've taught. All right. And feet together. Stand straight. Relax. Salute. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Sink. Open. Turn the toes. that's the first bit that I've given. So I'm going to focus on this part again this week, so that at least most of it is relatively clear. Okay, and then I'm going to move on and we'll work on some additional movements in the first part of the form. Okay, also have some plans for some updates and things on the website and some additional videos. So it's a lot of work. I'm having a good time with it. But that time, it does take time. So bear with me. All right. So for this first part of the Wudang Taiji form, follow me. Feet together. Stand straight. Relax your shoulders. Relax your back. Arms relaxed. Down at your sides. Fingertips extended and relaxed. Pull up through the crown of the head. Salute. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Sink. Open left. Turn the toes. Transfer the weight. Pull in on the right toes. Push out on the right heel. Turn the toes. Center. Turn the left side. Pull up. 1. Come across 2. Down 3. Up in the center 4. And sink. Palms turn over, press up. Left. Right. Left. Right. Left. Pull down. Shift. Push. Pull down. Turn. Push. Shift back. Left side. Right side. Left side. Excuse me, front. And right side. Yeah. 2, 3. Double punch. Shift the weight. Heel. Step up. And close. Okay. So depending on where I am in space, I think about my movements a little bit differently. So just now, I said front and I said left. Both are correct. I'm the left side and I'm going this way, so front. It's an issue that shows up for every type of movement art that we have. We try to match the words with the movement, and it doesn't happen. It just doesn't happen. I have a couple of notebooks, actually several notebooks of stick figures with little directional arrows that I've drawn so that I have a reference for what I'm doing in 2 dimensions. Okay, we're kind of in 2 dimensions here, but I have a little bit more opportunity because it's video and you can back it up and you can play it again. And I am intentionally facing you and not facing you so that you see both sides. You see what you should be doing from the front and you can try and follow it from the back. Because if you try and follow it from the front, I would get confused. I'm going to my left, you got to go to your right, which way are we supposed to go, right? If you're facing me and I say turn left, I'm going this way and you're going the other way because it's your left, right? So by turning around, I give you the opportunity to follow me in the correct order and correct sequence. With that said, it's not easy to do this by video. It is not easy to do this by video. So if you're learning, keep that in mind. If you're watching, just kind of pay attention to it as well, that there's some things that work oh so much better in person than they do on video. And there's other things that work really well with video. So I can put some titles up a little bit later and you can see the captions for the names of the forms. I'm going to try, you know. All right, so we covered our opening movement, right? Covered this a bit. This is application. Okay, so the idea here is, I think is fairly obvious, but I'm going to do this, right? I may have, doesn't have to be the same opponent either, just so we know, okay? So I'm here, from here in the form, I'm going to come to here. Okay. I can pull down. I'm going to pull into my back leg, not my front leg, right? And if I have the flexibility, this goes all the way to the floor. Working, all right? So I'm here, pull down. Notice as I get my way in here, I'm going to turn my back foot so that I can shift and come up on the other side. Same thing here. I'm coming from a slightly different move, but I'm ending up doing the same thing. Yin, yang, liang, yi. Yin and yang both appear. Okay, so I'm here, pull down, shift back, push, pull down, turn, shift back, push. Huh? Both sides. The turn on this can be a little bit of a challenge. You have to make sure that your foot moves. Back foot has to turn. Okay? So, from here, right, this foot is going to turn. And it's going to turn to here. Okay? Now, that's really awkward if I'm standing here like this. But that's not what I'm doing when this foot turns, right? My weight's over here now. Now I can set my heel to shift back. If your foot does not turn enough, your weight will be off. You won't be able to get your balance. If you don't release your hip, your foot can't turn enough, right? So, body mechanics, It's body mechanics, right? Here. As I shift, my weight comes to this side. My hip is open and release. That, and I'm leaning just a little bit to bring my foot around. All right. Shift, all the weight's over here. Turn and in. Yep, there you go. Okay, shift. There's a little portion of time there where as you've shifted your weight, your leg that needs to release is free to move. Very small. But it's there. Right here. Right here. This can do pretty much anything it wants right now. If I wanted it to. Okay? That's what I want it to do. Same thing on the other side. Right? Except here, I can turn with. Right? Again, shift the weight back to go forward. As you pull back, sink. I'm going to do this straight forward. You can see me going up and down here. Before you move into any of our forward moves, sink first. Down, down, up, under, and up. Matters. Okay, so from here, shift down, pull down, toes, turn the leg, kick out the heel a little bit, and shift back. Just step forward. Same thing here. Pull down, turn, shift back, step forward. Even if it's just a little bit, pay attention to that sink as you step forward. Here. Now, it'd be easy to come up and do that. No. Sink more. Step under and up. It doesn't have to be as obvious, I guess is a good word. I'm looking for a word there. It doesn't. You don't have to think about it quite so obviously as what I just gave. I did it so you could see it. In practice, you want that you absolutely want that energy. You want that effort to sink, come in, under, come up, and go out. That's part of what you're working for. That's talk about this for a second, just because I got to. So, we talk about applications in martial arts. Everybody wants to know applications. Everybody, what can I do with this? What can I do with that? Blah, blah, blah. Okay, it's important. applications are important, no question. If you don't have a martial application for it, you don't have a martial art, right? It's just by definition. At the same time, we can't practice only destructive things. That's not what the Shaolin monks developed the Shaolin martial arts for. That's not what the Taoist monks developed the Taoist arts for. That's not what any of this is for. It's to develop yourself. If you get into a situation that you have to use these arts, there are so many ways to use them that have nothing to do with confrontation or hurting someone. It's all about being able to notice things, to see movement, to understand what's going on, and to use that, I talked about this before, that to use that 4 ounces that can deflect 10,000 pounds. So if there's something that might require a physical confrontation, there are at least 5 steps before that, leading up to it, that you could have changed something to prevent it from ever becoming a physical confrontation. Or you could have done something to help it become a physical confrontation. Yeah. Hi. I try not to. I really do. But I have a tendency to be relatively assertive about my personal space. And particularly right now, I'm not interested in anybody invading my personal space. So if that happens, I'm more than willing to speak up. And speak, literally, use my voice. With our practice, the goal isn't, let me find a way that I can defeat this opponent. Let me find a way that I can injure this opponent. That's there, and we have to consider it. It's a martial art. We have to consider it. But practice is more about, pardon my eyes, it's that morning. Practice is more about, what do I want for myself? This is for me. What am I doing? Why do I want to do this? Personally, I like the self-defense part. Okay, I'm little. I've had issues in the past where it was convenient that I was able to either avoid the situation entirely, manage the situation, or get out of it. Okay, so I don't want to minimize the need to understand applications. I also don't want to overly emphasize it to the detriment of all of the internal workmanship that comes with these arts. So the mental focus, the discipline, the ability to move mostly freely, the opportunity to do something that is highly beneficial to my health and doesn't require any special equipment. I just need some open space. That's one of the big attractions for me, is that as long as I know how to do these things, all I need is my space. And I don't need all that much to be able to do quite a bit. So let's do a little bit more. Yeah, my eyes bother me this morning. It's alright. So we have yin yang liang yi. Si shang fan zhang. 4 directions, turning palm. Palm turns in 4 directions. Si shang. Si, 4. Shang, directions. Fan, turn, change over. Palm, zhang. This one's fairly straightforward. Alright? So I'm here. 1, 2. Yes, you should be able to do this. This leg has to hold. When I talk about that your supporting leg needs to be there, yeah, it does. Okay, so here, turn 1. Punch me, this arm, turn. I might take your leg with me when we go. And could be same person, could be another person from the other direction, right? Leg, arm, go. Right? It's not necessary that each movement in the form describe a particular scenario that has to happen in order for this form to apply. That does not exist for us. That does exist in some systems. That's the way people learn. That's the way they're taught. Okay? And it's a very reasonable way to approach how to go from simpler movement to more complicated movement and more complicated applications. That's not what we do. Okay? So I could have one person who managed to do something that gives me an opportunity to come back in the other direction. It could be 2 people, right? There's one guy goes that way, another guy comes this way, shh, bye. Didn't go far enough? Okay, let's go this way. So it's not necessary that I'm interacting with one person or multiple people, or that there has to be a particular sequence to how an application can work. An application is an application. You do what you can do. So, yes, this has a particular application. Where I go from here doesn't matter. In application, where I go next is going to be determined by what I need to do, not by what happens next in the form. Okay? So, we practice the form so that we gain facility to change from one movement to another, to maneuver our own body, and ultimately be able to maneuver somebody else's. We're not, let me see if I can say this another way. My focus in that move is on my physiology. Where's my foot? Where's my leg? Which muscle groups are working? What's the direction of force? Where am I trying to go? Are all of my body parts going where they're supposed to go at the right time? Am I in harmony with my own movement? Am I in balance? Have I connected my upper body and my lower body? Have I kept my shoulders down? Is my breathing correct? Am I using my internal energy at the proper time with the proper focus in a correct way? Multiple correct, in a correct way. That's my focus. I'm not focused on, is there somebody here that I might do something to? I pay attention to that, but I'm not focused on it. I'm focused on what I'm doing. Right? It's my practice. So I'm focused on what I'm doing. Now, with applications, keeping in mind what might be will harm your practice. Because you'll get fixed on, I'm going to do this move and it's doing this and that's all it can do and we're done, it's over. That's wrong. There are multiple ways. If you think about how you can use the energy, use the force that you have to do something, move, whatever it is, you're going to do something. You think about how you can use that. It's not about what the other person is doing. It's about what you can do. Right? So, I'm here, right? Am I going to use this move? When am I going to use this move? I don't know. What's it useful for? Well, there could be a person who is in danger and I need to push them out of the way. There could be someone trying to harm me and I need to push them out of the way. Very different thought process. Go with the first one. Keep the second one off to the side if you have to. Go with the first one. Somebody might need help. Right? What can I do? So I'm here. Maybe that same person, I could pull them out of the way. Right? This is me talking. This is not traditional martial arts. This is Terry. So I try really hard not to think about some of the things that go with the applications. When I practice it, I practice it. It's there. But my focus doesn't stay there. Because for me, the value is, how can I do this better? It's my practice. How can I, if I'm going to do just this move, how can I make it better? Okay? Well, I can say right now that from here, I need to pay more attention to shifting my weight back, which I just did. Okay? I also need to pay a little bit more attention to the connection between my upper body and my lower body. Both are strong, but there are times when that connection could be stronger. So, upper body, yep, doing what it's supposed to do. good strength, good placement, good balance, yep, everything's fine. Lower body, yep, good placement, good strength, everything's fine. Upper body and lower body have to be connected. If they're not well connected, then it's not going to work. So, my correction for myself, this particular move, I want to be a little bit lower as I set into it, right? I'd like to be more here. And as I shift back, I need to make sure that I keep my weight in my back leg, right? And keep centered so that my whole body carries the move. Not my hands, not my arms, not my leg, my whole body. That's a big part of my fascination with Tai Chi generally, is that it's a whole body exercise. It doesn't leave anything out. Everything's working. So with that, I'm going to go we'll go one more time, go through with me, and then we'll stop for today. Feet together. Stand straight. Pull up through the crown of the head. Salute. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Sink. Open the left. Turn the toes. Pull in. Open the right. Turn the toes. And left. Pull up. Center. Down on the right. Up the center. Turn left. Right. Left. Right. Left. Down. Turn. Push. Pull down. Turn. Turn around. Push. Turn to left. Right. Left. And right. Go to the front. 1, 2, 3. Circle. Double punch. Bring the foot in. Kick. And step through. Thank you for coming today. We'll be back tomorrow with more Wudang Tai Chi.